What moment in an argument made you realize this person is an idiot and there is no winning scenario?
When she said I don't have to be rational when discussing how and why laws are made.
Coworker would constantly preach against GMOs, parabens, only use oils when sick, etc. She told me I was going to get cancer from my deodorant, and the corn I bought was mutant. Then she'd go outside and smoke 3 cigarettes every 2 hours.
When a sex manager insisted to me it was impossible for a laptop CPU to hit over 100 because that would melt gold. His tech expert buddy backing him up the whole time.
The transfer fee has been paid, the Nigerian Prince comes through, and you actually get your $67 million. How do you spend it?
1. Spread the money into other accounts and close the original. 2. Don't tell a soul. 3. Stress daily that I'm going to be good.
First, retain a really good attorney, because there's definitely some shady shit going down if some guy just gave me $67 million.
Becoming a Nigerian princess. Hummus. Setting up a network of other Nigerian princes so I can have a steady income.
Don't tell anyone, throw some of it into a few properties over a few years, some to my family and some into index funds. Probably would keep about $300K in cash just in case.
Buy 67 million things at the dollar store.
What are you too afraid to admit you don't know?
How to ride a bike. Told a friend that, and every time we were on the bus and he saw a dude riding their bike he'd go, "You jealous?"
Anything about car engines.
How to do my job. Just keep collecting that paycheck.
Some people's name that I've known for years. How to identify car breeds. How to react when people are singing happy birthday to you.
What is something shady going on in your neighborhood?
House is rented out but nobody lives there. Once a month or so 2 really nice German sports cars with privacy tinting pull into the garage for a couple of hours and then leave.
Every night, at exactly 0:03, a badger runs across the garden walk opposite my house, every damn time. Drug dealers. A lot of them.
My neighbor, mid-70s male, had a 19-year-old girl move in with him. He met her like twice at the bar. She was the bartender. The place closed down and she lost her apartment. I'm thinking she's taking advantage of him for his money.
I live in a very suburban, American dream 1950s kind of neighborhood, and the sketchiest thing that goes down there is when my neighbor doesn't say hi back.
What did a crush do that made you immediately lose interest?
He would ask me questions about myself, then cut me off in the middle of my answer to talk about himself.
Bragged about how she was leading on a few guys so she always had a backup.
He let it slip that he was cheating on his so and getting together with me. Killed that crushy feeling dead.
Poured lemonade on my head in the middle of a fireworks show. She thought it was flirty and cute.
What was your last random act of kindness?
Found a cat with a roll of thick duct tape around her neck and mouth. She couldn't eat and was barely breathing. Took 20 minutes to unroll it because she wouldn't stop scratching my hands. I'm a mail carrier. I pay postage dues. I also put extra stamps on letters when I know they need more postage. I don't tell anyone. I just pay the clerk.
A homeless guy in a wheelchair asked me to push him a few blocks this morning. We've met before, and he knows I'm up for it if I'm walking that way anyway.
My workmate is deaf in one ear, partially deaf in the other. His hearing aid broke recently and he couldn't afford a new one. I started up a collection at work and surprised him with about $250 for a new one.
If one animal was made the size of a blue whale, which would be the scariest?
Oh man, ants would be terrified. Whale-sized ants, no thanks.
1-year-old kid.
Everybody imagines tiny animals getting bigger. I'd be terrified of an elephant the size of a blue whale.
A mosquito.
Fleas can jump 50 times their body length. Imagine something the size of a blue whale doing that.
Tapeworm.
What illegal things are so common as seem legal?
In the UK it's illegal to be drunk in a pub. Section 12 of the 1872 Licensing Act stipulates that every person found drunk on any licensed premises shall be liable to a penalty.
In Sweden, it's forbidden by law to be a criminal.
Hanging things from the rearview mirror.
In France, it's illegal to be in a public place, street, garden, etc., with less than €0.98 in your pocket. It's called vagrancy.
Adultery in 20+ states in America.
It is illegal to honk a car horn anywhere in New York City for non-emergency situations. The penalty is a $350 fine.
College graduates with stereotypically useless majors, what did you end up doing with your life?
Deleted.
Once had a guy in my company with a political science major running a team of programmers. The guy started as a developer intern and quickly grew up the ranks. Political science major here. I work in the sales department of a major beer brand in the US. What can I say? Politics drove me to alcohol.
English. I am a technical writer who is paid ridiculously well for someone with a 4-year liberal arts degree.
What's a normal food that you find absolutely disgusting?
Eggplant and moose squash.
Celery. The person who came up with celery sticks as a snack is an unhinged maniac.
I have a problem with certain textures. Mashes potatoes, peas, jello, etc. I can't handle them to the point that I've actually thrown up because of this. God damn it, mushy foods are so gross.
Boiled carrots.
Fish sticks, I cannot stand the taste or smell of them.